Hello everyone, it's me, Sirenu-Eve Art. I hope everyone's week has been really nice so far. I know we're only 2 days in, but I just want to wish everyone all the best. For my arty people out there, hope it's been full of art materials, drawing, painting, sketchbooking, whatever makes you happy. And also, if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. Today is another sketchbook type video. I'm thinking of making it into a little multiple part diaries type series. I won't post a sketchbook type video every week, but just because, as you all know and have seen this sketchbook quite a lot on my channel, if you aren't new that is, I am really trying to finish this before summer. And obviously with it being a sketchbook, I feel like I have a bit more freedom just to draw or paint whatever I feel like on the day without having to worry so much on it being so perfect. I know no sketchbook should really be like that and not aim for perfection, but I do really struggle with that, and I only seem to ever like my paintings that turn out really well, but that is just not how art works. Some days are good, some days are bad. You will have them days where you just can't think of anything to draw or paint altogether. So I'm just trying to take a chill, and this week I've been really obsessed with trying to draw eyes for some reason. I'm really just going with the flow of whatever I feel like at the time to draw is what I'm drawing. I have added a few snippets in at the beginning of this video of some prior sketchbooking parts I've done. I ended up basically keeping on like an animal route. A couple of weeks back I really was into drawing seagulls and birds at the moment, and then I went through a little phase of like trying to draw some whales, some octopuses, seals, that kind of thing. I did draw a little sketch of a blackbird as well, but I ended up making it way too brown and light, so it looks more like a female, but the female blackbirds I know don't have the orange beak, so it's a little bit mishap. So with that being said about my previous sketches that I've done across the last 2 weeks, this week I was really feeling the vibe of drawing eyes. I never solely focus on a certain aspect or anatomy part of the body or face before, so this is kind of a new thing for me, and it's been quite a while since I've just went in with some pencil, just some graphite, and just did simple sketches and just drew what I really felt like on the day. So that is basically what I went with for this week. I did show little snippets of I think I only really used for this 2 different pencils and then a rubber. I will link the products down below, but for the normal pencil, just to do the outlines of these eyes, I just used any generic mechanical pencil. I think I get mine from Home Bargains. They usually get like 4 or 5 of them cheap for not even £1, I think, in a lot of generic stores. And then for the actual harder graphite pencil, I went in with my Progresso 8911 HB pencil, so it was extremely dark and more graphite and chalky almost. And that basically, for a lot of the eyes, just went in to outline on top, and then that just tends to be easy to blend out. And to blend out, I use just a normal blend and stump. I have 3 different sizes. They also are called, I can't pronounce it very well because it's a French word, but it's tortillon, I think it's pronounced, but it's spelled with like a double L. So for me, I'd pronounce it tortillon, but I know it's not that because it sounds like a food item. And I did search up how to pronounce it, and it's tortillon apparently. I use them just to blend out. The skinnier ones are definitely easiest for smaller sketches, but you can get these in most art and craft stores. They literally are just like pencil shape blocks of paper, like similar to tissue paper, and they're just perfect for blending and smudging out areas. Pencil it does well with, but anything graphite and more thicker, more HB pencils, they blend out really well as well. And then for the rubber, I used the Monzo Zero Elastomer. Sorry if I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm terrible with pronunciations. Rubber, and the size rubber that goes in this is a 2.3. So they're extremely narrow, and it's just really good for the highlight, especially on the iris and the pupil parts of the eye. It's just really good to do any highlights on the eyelid as well when I've been drawing these. Just gives that more highlighted natural effect, especially on some of the images I used. Obviously the photos were taken with a camera, so you can see some of the flash quality on some of the images I used. As for where I found the pictures, I will show you some of the reference photos I used, but they are off the 2 sites I use the most are Pixels and Pixabay, or Pixelbee. I can't remember if I've pronounced them right. I will link their websites down below as well. And they just basically store a load of stock type images, free, royalty-free images, where they're not copyright or anything. You can just use them free of. And the people who upload pictures to there know people can use their pictures basically for free. And I tend to find they're really good for reference. The only thing is it is quite limited on what you can search and what you can find for photos. So some of the eyes were a little hard to reference off, as a lot of them are more photography based images, so some sections are obviously more blurred than others to give that kind of effect obviously for the photograph, but when trying to draw it isn't the easiest, which I struggled with when I did the second eye, where I incorporated a part of the side face angle and you can see part of the nose. I did struggle a little bit with that. For all, this eye, out of all the sketches that I did of eyes, was a struggle. I did really enjoy this week's creative adventure on trying to draw eyes and learning. I definitely, as I drew more and more, got the kind of the hang of it, in understanding what kind of works a bit easier, what highlights are easier to do, what best parts of the eye are like better to shade to make it look more effective, and just being able to draw and create art more freely and without any restrictions made the struggles far less as well. I still obviously come across hurdles, like I mentioned with the second eye, and like trying to figure out how to make the angle look right. But like any art project or challenge we throw at ourselves, we need to realise that even if at times you're not very happy with your art, or if we struggle with what we produce, someone out there will like it or maybe even love it. So it's always beneficial, especially in times when inspiration's extremely low, or if you can't think of anything to draw, or you're just struggling to even get something as simple as just physically getting an outline or a sketch even on to the paper or canvas is better than nothing. And the joy of art comes with the fact that none of it is perfect, no matter who's creating it or who's making it. It's something that is literally different for every person. There'll be art pieces out there that I think's brilliant, and some it might not be other people's cup of tea, and that goes for my own art and different bits that you do. It's literally to the individual that's viewing it to say whether they think it's any good or not. Everyone likes different aspects of art, and each has their own view of what is good art. So just a simple small reminder to anyone out there that's struggling at the moment creating any sketches or doing any art, that no matter what you do, it will be great. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just meant to be fun and easy going. It's good to make mistakes and even to make full art pieces that you don't particularly like, as through challenges and difficulty, that's how you learn and we expand knowledge, and to get to know for next time what certain things we could do to make the art piece a bit easier. You'll end up figuring out that the more you do it as well, the easier it becomes. It almost becomes second nature. And then you can almost re-go over these things, and through your art, you get to express your own individual perspective on what you think is beautiful, basically, and what you think is good art. So if anyone is struggling with their art at the moment, just trust what you're doing and trust your intuition and you will be fine. Art is a journey, and we've all been in similar boats. If you're into painting, drawing, things like that, every artist I think comes across the same struggles of not knowing sometimes what to paint or draw, getting art blocks, not having any inspiration, having them moments where you just don't know what media to even use. It could be even a fact of that you might not even have the space to do a certain project you want to do, but we will all get there. But art can be a struggle, but for all it's a struggle, we learn through the struggling, so it's worthwhile in the end. If you hear any little noises in the background, that is a little Cappy pug snoring his little head off. Bless his little heart. He hasn't been very well at the moment, so he's very tired, and as you can hear, he's snoring his head off now. He was up all night being sick and I was taking care of him. So now he's having a little nap in his little bed in my art studio. That's pretty much as much rambling on I'm going to do with this video. I hope some of it, what I've even said, makes sense. I haven't mentioned prior, but all my family have been really ill with the flu, and I think I'm starting to get it now. So if I've said anything that's a bit off or doesn't sound right, it's probably because I have said it wrong by accident. I feel a bit of an airhead at the moment. Got a bit of brain fog and that, and I'm starting to lose my voice. So if any of the audio seems to cut and start, my voice seems to change a lot from going high to low, it's literally because I've been cutting out my coughing fits that I've been having. You will just basically see the rest of the sketches and the finished product. If you don't want to watch the whole video, around 14 minutes in is when you can just skip to if you want, and I've literally just shown both pages that I did different eye sketches on, if you just want to have a quick glance at what the finished eyes looked like, basically. I feel like I've never said the word eye so much as I have in this video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have been doing any art projects or paintings or sketches, feel free to comment down below what yous have been on to this week. I love reading all the comments, and I hope yous all have a lovely rest of your week, and I will let yous just continue on with the rest of the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.